Before I even had the chance to say anything, he apologized for screwing up our relationship and told me that he was now finally ready to work on things and wanted me to take him back. He told me that the study that he had been working on had turned out to be a bust and they had exhausted all their funds. It was unlikely that they'd be issued a grant again anytime soon, so he quit his job there and came back here, for good. He said that he regretted ever letting go of me, especially the way he broke up with me through text. He said that I deserved better after being with him for so long and I was glad that he had come to his senses, at least on that front. He ended his romantic speech by saying that now that he was back, we could pick up right where we left off and get married as soon as we could. Because he, in his 3 years of staying apart from me, had realized that I was the woman of his dreams and he had made a huge mistake by breaking up with me. So he wanted to give our relationship a real chance this time and get back together. I waited for him to finish his speech and didn't interrupt even once while he was talking because I wanted to see where he was going with this. But when he was done talking I didn't say much and just showed him the ring on my finger and informed him that I was already married to Sam, his cousin, who happened to be a billion times better than him. And that his apology was too little, too late. His jaw literally dropped to the ground and I took that opportunity to slam the door shut on his face and told him to leave before I did that. I was furious afterward and tried to calm myself down until Sam came back home. It was the weekend and he was out with a couple of his work buddies, so he hadn't been home. His band had broken up a couple of years ago, around the same time when we started getting serious, and had joined his friend's dad in their event management business. And if the events they were catering to ever needed a band, he and his friends would regroup and play for them as well. So it was perfect for him. But anyway, it had been a hard week for him at work because there were a lot of back-to-back. So this was a well-deserved break and I didn't want to bother him. So I didn't text him or call him to tell him about this until he came back home. And only then did I inform him about Felix's visit. He told me that he had received several calls from his uncle, Felix's dad, but he didn't know what it was about, and since he was out with his friends, he figured that he could just come back and call him. But now that he knew, he felt uncomfortable about the whole thing. He told me that he hadn't really